What's up? How is the stream quality? Because it was like really messed up, and then I just had to run upstairs and pause the download up there, and now it seems to be fine. But the thing is still spinning. Okay, it seems working. So we'll wait for a few more people to show up from the email that we sent out. Let's see what deals we have. God, I hate slow Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, I am changing colors. Let's see what color I can make myself. We could do this little flashy thing. Feel like I'm in a nightclub. The one I like most is, this is ridiculous. The one I like most is called Starlight, because I use it when I'm working at night. So it's like that blue and like yellow thing. This is just like slowly fading between every color. So I'll constantly be going from blue to red to purple. This one's just regular light. Most of these are supposed to go along with music as well. So if I like play it through my monitors, it'll like adapt to it. Now I look like I'm under a heating lamp. So, how's everyone doing today? How many people we got here? It says like 10, but that's always wrong. I feel like this should have like a big master patch, and it doesn't. Oh well, we can just scroll through. This isn't audio, it's a dude talking to himself. Get this kid help. You talking to me? So again, I think this should have like a master patch or something. Well, this is a live stream, my friend, and I'm hosting the live stream. So, you can leave if you don't like it. That's fine. I don't care. You don't need to be a dick. So So right now I'm looking at the Protagon Sick Noise, obviously. As you can see, I have it open. We do have a video on that as well. Yeah, this one is pretty cool. Again, it's got like all these different instruments here from the different categories: ambient, bass, booms, Brahms, clap, snare effects, impacts, downer, hits, all this kind of stuff there. So what I just did was add it to the black hole reverb because it was very, very dry, as you could hear. So we're going to scroll through some of the sounds here. That is a very busy pad. It's more rhythmic, I think, than a pad. Audio plugin.deals. So we have a few to look at today. Obviously, we have always have a shit ton. Which ones do I have? I got the Waldorf. That I'm trying to download now because my order wouldn't go through. I got Satirus WA Productions, a distortion overdrive, Relab LX480 Essentials, which is a reverb plugin, so 4 different reverbs, and then Analog Tales Protagon Horizon. I'm going to be looking at those. We also have 3 freebies, gifts of the month. There's a video for Soundspear, and a sound effect one just went up. This one I like a lot, the Xenon Cinematic Sound Effects. So that's free with any purchase. If you want to know what that sounds like, there is a video on our channel. It just went up. So since these have, the most time left, we got 10 days left for Satirus, Relab, and I'm going to check those out. Again, right now, Protagon Horizon, it's like a huge library. There's so much to cover, so I'm just kind of scrolling through some of that stuff. If you're wondering what this is, it is right here. It's only $27.50 right now. So I was noticing this earlier, if you're just tuning in. This does say pads, but it's really, there's a lot going on in this sound. It's not a pad to me. It sounds great though. Just got a lot of different textures going on, kind of movement. Kind of metallic sounding pad there. So I held that out really long because, as you can see, it shows you the wave file there, and it kind of fades out, and then that little spike right there is where that kind of swells back up. Add distortion. Let's add distortion. Let's add the... what's it called? Satirus. So this one we have a video on as well. I like this one a lot. Some of the WA production stuff, it's like I'm a little iffy on. You guys know I always like to be honest. And I don't use them that much, except there's one called Puncher, which I use every now and then. But this one is actually my favorite of theirs so far, just because it's really simple and it sounds really good. And there's different types of distortion, which is unique. The way that it shows you these things, and then if you have something like, you know, Decapitator from Sound Toys, that doesn't have as many different distortion types, which is what I primarily use. So as you can hear instantly, there's the dry sound, well, not dry, but with reverb, and then we turn on the Satirus. The power distortion is easily the most like aggressive of all these different distortion types here. Distortion and overdrive. So that's what I mean about like the kind of dynamic display. Again, if you want more distortion, raise the input level, overdrives the signal, and to prevent your eardrums from blowing out, lower the output. So you can get very mangled there, but a light overdrive is nice as well. And I like the display there. It shows you exactly how that actual audio is being excited. Like so. So a better idea, to get a better idea of what it can do, because these are very busy kind of crazy pads. And that kick's already distorted. I'm trying to find a good sound. See, these kicks already have like some distortion kind of built in, which I love. It sounds industrial. So if we were to take like in the video, I do this on Omnisphere just because it's the basic waveform that when you load it up. Okay, so then we can drag and drop Satirus onto that. So you know, some levels of distortion just kind of totally mangle it. Oops, turn it off. So you can get stuff like that. And there was one of these. So there is Fresnel saturation versus Fresnel distortion. You can hear the difference. Different type of clipping. This one is very metallic, this satiric crunch. So again, off, on, totally transforms the sound in various ways. That one's, it's very metallic, kind of cuts off the low end there. But as mentioned in the chat, yes, I absolutely love overdrive, saturation, distortion because of the harmonic overtones and harmonic resonance that it brings out. It's great stuff. So even if you use this lightly on a lead, and as we heard with this, so even though the output level is low and we could match the actual dB of what's going into my headphones right now, the perceived loudness goes way up because we are clipping the input signal. So that'll cut through a mix like butter. So, some kicks. Take off the back to Protagon Horizon. Take off the reverb because with the kick it's kind of crazy. So we can adjust the releases and all that. Right there on the controls, very simple. Like I mentioned before, very distorted, aggressive kick samples. So we checked out some of the ambient. Again, those say pads, but they were very very busy. A lot of different textures going on there. So now we are on to basses, and this sounds like it has some reverb already there. Yeah. So what I like to do with my sound design or synths is use the black hole reverb. If you watch the streams, you already know that. Because it makes it sound like that. It's massive, artificial sense of space. As opposed to like a realistic plate. Oh, another thing we could also put on the, I forget what it's called, LX480 Essentials. That's exactly what it's called. Which is a reverb from the whatchamacallit. From the whatchamacallit. It's a plate, ambient, hall, and room reverb. 4 different types from Relab Development. How much is this right now? This one is $29 right now. So 4 different reverb types there. Let's check that out. Like I do in the video, I do a few different libraries with that. So we will, what do you guys want to hear this reverb? We got, strings. Try to find a dry sound and add some reverb. I got dry strings, guitars, drums, and we will do our first giveaway as well. While I'm setting this up. Okay, strings, vocal. That's for strings. That's for vocal. We'll try acoustic guitar. Okay. Got your votes in. Okay, giveaway number 1. Okay, analog tails, we can cover that as well. That's my way of reminding myself. Okay, giveaway 1. How do we do giveaways? Most of you know, but when I type go into the chat, so please don't start yet. Everyone's going to type one number between 1 and 1,000. We're going to randomly select a number, and whoever is closest to that randomly generated number wins $50 gift card to Audio Plugin Deals. Please type only one number and go. 1 and 1,000, between 1 and 1,000. I think we can get all of these articulations in one. Yep, still bone dry. totally dry library, sending it to FX2. So let's do preset large hall with these strings. Nice reverb there. Which again, before it was it's a really great library, but it's very niche, and you either love it for its dryness or you hate it for its dryness. I love it, but again, sometimes you need a better sense of space. So instead of having these things right front in a bone dry studio, you can hear every little detail. So we go from this. Very nice hall reverb there. All right, so everyone's doing our numbers, giveaway, winding down. Get your final numbers in. Duplicate that reverb track. Vocal. Do I have a dry vocal here? Okay, turn off the reverb. There we have a dry vocal. Send that to this one, which is now the hall. Again, very nice hall reverb there. Get your final numbers in. 3, 2. Number generator. Between 1 and 1,000. $220 is the winning number for giveaway 1, which means some lucky contestant. Looks like 255 right here. Aaron, where's Aaron? Oh, I see you now. Okay. Very good. Support at audioplugin.deals. And you can spend that on anything. Any of the deals, shop, wherever. Congratulations, of course. You're welcome, and go enjoy, and you can get any of these deals or stack them all up. So that's our vocal, that's our string with the hall reverb. Vocal, we can be a little bit more creative, and so just adjusting the reverb time there. Again, really nice, smooth sound. Ambient plate. hear the big difference between the different kinds. So the plate, hall, ambient, and room. So plate and hall, well, room too, but plate and halls are what I use the most in my work. Of course, if you're doing like, drums or the acoustic guitar, I would do room. Guitar, I like plate or room. Strings, of course, the orchestral stuff, and for this kind of vocal, it's very cinematic. I like the hall. And acoustic. Okay, turn the reverb off. Again, dry. We'll keep the same send bus for that as the vocal. And we also have some presets, so let's check out some of those, like guitar room here for our acoustic guitar. Very nice, very subtle. Gives it that nice sense of space, very realistic sense of space. So have to listen critically once we get it to like just small reverb amounts, because it's, again, subtle differences from a dry sound to the room. Dry. So really nice. Plate. I love plate reverbs on guitars, electric guitars especially. It's got such a distinct sound. I think we have this library in the shop, actually. That's actually where I bought it originally, before I worked here. Let me see if we still have it. Nope. I shouldn't have said anything. So there's the plate reverb in the room. You can hear the definite difference there. They have some signature presets as well. So acoustic instrument room 2, which is in signature presets, Joe Corell. Again, just very subtle, but very realistic. Makes it feel as if it's in a room instead of just like right there, close mic'd, right in front of you, which is always what we want. I don't think I've ever heard a 100% dry recording. It's why we record in nice rooms and studios and halls as opposed to producing a Grammy-nominated record here in this basement, really up close to the mic. So, Analog Tales. We'll check that out a little bit. So we did look at Protagon here. There is a lot more to that. If anyone wants to hear any of that, shout it out. Satirus. Oh, let's try that on the acoustic guitar. Let's do something weird. Yeah. can hear how subtle that one is compared to that power distortion I just had. Kind of like it. It's not experimental, a little bit different. How does Reverb compare to something like Valhalla? Never heard of it. So I have Valhalla large hall. Let's do this large hall. So what I immediately noticed, and when I was doing the video, this does a really good job at like the room damping, like how the distance really. Valhalla is really good, and I use it all the time, obviously. But you can hear it's a little bit different. It sounds like more up front and up close compared to this. That sounds like the instrument was pushed back in a room as opposed to having like a reverb applied after the fact. And I'm sure you can pretty much match them, adjusting the settings, but it's pretty damn good. And you get 4 reverb types. Instead, like what I'm using right now is Valhalla room, obviously. So it's going to be like a room hall as opposed to this one. Let's try that. Now I have them both on. All right, dry sound. LX480, Hall, and Valhalla. Do you think you need both? I mean, they're different, right? So it depends on your application and what you want to do with it. Like, there's a few reverbs, I think no matter what genre you do, I would never want to go without. And one of them is a good algorithmic reverb. Now, Valhalla Room only does, it's not a plate. They have a different one for the plate reverb from Valhalla. So you cannot have enough reverbs, exactly. So, I used to use like, the lexicon plugins and stuff like that, which that's what this is doing. It just has additional stuff with plate, hall, ambient, and room, as opposed to Valhalla room, Valhalla plate, vintage verb, all those different stuff. And again, they're all good. So but that direct comparison between the two, and if you really love one or the other, I'm pretty sure you can get the exact same sound. I mean, they're both great algorithmic reverbs. So unless you're the most critical listener in the world, they're probably not going to tell that much. You can probably tweak them to sound almost or exactly identical, just slightly. So we'll look at analog tails too. Someone said Waldorf. We could look at that. I think I have it on this computer. Let's do giveaway 2 here. It's almost been an hour already. So everyone, when I type go, please type 1 number into the chat window for the second chance to win $50 gift card. And go ahead and start that now, and we'll pick a winner for our second giveaway, and then we'll check out a couple other things. Okay, so we looked at the reverb, we looked at the distortion, Satirus, analog tails. Where did I put analog tails? I did download it with Pulse, so we can easily tell. There it is. It's on D. Oh, D samples. So I do know a lot about this one. I did their walkthrough for them. That being said, full transparency, I did their walkthrough for them, but I am not part of that company and I don't like make commission from them. I just did their walkthrough for them. So if you're like, hey, that guy says it's really good so that he can make commission, it doesn't work like that. And I don't even make commission from Audio Plugin Deals purchases. That's why I'm very honest with what I like and what I dislike, because, you know. Okay. So the biggest thing to this, I mean, there's a lot going on, and I'll be the first to admit it can be pretty confusing. Down here there are smart randomizer controls. And let me wait till the giveaway is over because there's a lot to explain for this one. I hate back pain. I hate it. You may notice I'm standing today. I've had this sit-stand desk for 2 years at least, and I've used the standing part like maybe 5 times. So I'm starting to use it more. Because, good Lord, I have terrible sciatica, I think. Get the final numbers in. There's tons there. Okay. Second giveaway number is 988. And I immediately see a 990. Pretty good. Pretty good. 981, 7 off. 990 is 2 off. So unless someone... There's also a 980. There's a lot of close ones today. So the way this works, like I mentioned before, these down here are like the smart randomizer controls. At its most basic, this basic interface. So you click that to go into the advanced. This is the basic interface, and as you can see, there are 4 sound sources. So if we put one here, and the knob on the front will blend between each side. Which is the mod wheel. So you can add movement that way. And again, load up to 4 sound sources here. Now you might look at that and there's not a lot of sound sources. But the real fun in this is the ability to randomize things. And that's what I'm showing right now. He said, can you show the pluck, lead, pad, bass bit? So down here, the first control there, any of these will randomize things, right? The little circle. So as you can see, I clicked that. What it does is randomize the shape of the sound, which is the envelope, attack, decay, sustain, and release, which can make it from a lead to a key to a pad to a pluck. They say when you're hip, I stopped immediately. We're talking about back pain relief. I will stop the stream and read it. So lead here, key, sharper attack, short decay, pad, slow attack, long sustain, and then slow decay, or slow release. And then pluck. So, same exact sound sources. That's what I really like about it, okay? So, it's just the click of a button. Yes, you can do this with ADSR controls in other things, but you find a sound you like, instantly make it into a pad or a lead or a key or a pluck. You don't have to scroll through different presets to find a pluck sound. It's all kind of right there. And we can do that through the reverb. So there's a pluck from the sound that initially was a lead, and here's the key. You'll notice the key, again, this just shows you the exact shape. About ride my bike after the stream. Me too, actually. That Teeter guy always says inversion is great for your back. He sells the inversion machine. You know what? You want to know something? I've got one. Right there. What kind of bike do you ride? About ride my bike after the stream. Yeah, it does help. It's not like a life changer, but yes, it does definitely help. The thing is, you just gotta like get used to it. Because it does kind of, well, obviously you get lightheaded. It takes some getting used to go back and down, and eventually you'll find like your center of gravity and the equilibrium, and you can balance it and without having to use the things to go up and down and whatnot. But yeah, it does help, but it's not like you you go on it every day and your pain's gone. It's just like a little bit of relief, and then the next day it's back. All right, so there's also some presets here. Now, what I really love about these sounds, again, is the developers, the guy that makes all this, is his philosophy, and it's just pure analog, right? which can be vintage, but it can also be really good for anything. Like my favorite soft synths are analog style. I don't like when it gets too digital and metallic and stuff like that. And I have an analog synth too. But for convenience, plugins, soft synths are the way to go. You hear the envelope on that one. Pretty cool. So again, we made that into a pluck from just one click. And it shows you the ADSR right there as well. Again, that kind of analog, or the envelope stays the same. You can hear it when I hold it down. So there's a lot of movement in that one. And again, you can add more movement by using the mod wheel, automating that blend between each side, which again will go between these 4 sound sources. So they kind of always stay on this side. And there's 2 different effects for the top and the bottom. So we look at this right here. Again, there's a lot of knobs and dials, but once you learn it, it's real easy to use. So up top we have the dimension effect, which is a chorus effect. You can hear it. If I turn these off, and now we... You know what a chorus effect is, and you can hear it a lot more exaggerated when you up the rate and the amount and stuff. So, and it can get really crazy like that, which is actually pretty fun to do. So there's the dimension effect on the top 2 layers. The bottom 2 have delay. So basically, this one up here in the top right will never have delay, but you can put the exact same one there. That way you can blend the 2 effects, the dimension, the delay, on either side and blend between the 2 sides like that. Now we hear the delay on that. Might help if I turn the mix up. So that is some really, really cool stuff we just got by taking that initial preset and changing it to a pluck. We hear what that sounds like, and then change it to a pad. Adding these little effects, it sounds completely different than what we had before. It'll be even more different when we add that dimension effect. The dimension setting is like a chorus effect, where it doubles the voices and then pans them out. So you get like a little bit of phasing and you adjust the rate and stuff. That's how it gets that kind of warbly sound. Yes, there are presets. We checked out a few of the presets already. They're just right here. Basic bass, keys, plucks, leads, pads. The presets are a good place to start, but the fun of this instrument, more than probably any other, is the way to tweak it, right? So again, we've just barely covered it. And then we have, we looked at the presets, we looked at some of that, how to change the shape, the pad, pluck, lead, all that stuff. But the randomization controls down here, again, click the orange circle there to randomize everything in that little block. So you'll see this randomizes the sound source. So shape is the same. It's still a pad. Still has those effects that we added, but we just randomized the sound sources between all 4 of these to get something totally new. This one is the LFO. So again, turn the filter on. If you mess with the LFO settings and nothing's happening, it's either a filter LFO or the gain LFO with the volume. So turn the filter on and we get that LFO effect. Again, really, really cool sounds here. This one changes the frequency of that filter that I turned on. So if it's attached to the LFO, like I have right now, you can hear the sweep is a lot more narrow right now. You'll also hear how one sound source has like 16th notes LFO, narrow sweep. The other one has it over an envelope over a longer time. And then even one more has even slower LFO sweep there. So we're combining a lot of stuff there. Oh, Cinesample's new library. They just emailed me about it. I'm distracted. I saw earlier, they're like, we got a new library coming. I was like, what is it? I thought it was like their own plugin at first. It looked like a different interface. No, it's Contact. Okay, so it's almost been an hour. That's a little bit about Analog Tales, but it's really, really cool. So basically, you're held, Kari, you're held together by just like tiny little, you're barely holding together right now. You're a walking broken bone. I'm sorry to hear that. Giveaway 3. Please type 1 number here into the chat between 1 and 1,000. So everyone, I know you're ready for giveaway 3, and we will go and do that now. One more chance for the, not one more, the third chance for a $50 gift card, and then we have one more after this, which we'll probably just knock out right away because we've had a really good look at the deals today. Pretty in-depth look, especially at the Reverb and Analog Tales. Man, so again, it's so much fun. We hear how, and we see how easy it is to change the sound there. And, you know, it moves by blocks, so you can randomize all the sound sources. You notice that last one, it does the filter, it does the dimension and the delay. This one, the amount of reverb. And then this one is this EQ. You can see the tone there changing. And then this one randomizes everything in that block. But it keeps the LFO sound sources and the shape all the same. But then, of course, you can just randomize everything by clicking that. And you just get a totally new sound. So we got a good listen to 4 different deals today. Marcus does, we didn't look so much at Protagon, but Marcus does a great video on that, which is on the channel. Analog Tales, we had a good look at that because I'm very familiar with that one. Satiris had a nice little listen to that, the different distortion types. Remember, again, just to increase the amount of distortion or overdrive, increase the input. That's just the most basic, and most of you probably know that. But some distortions will have like a distortion amount. Really, that's just overdriving the input signal so that we introduce clipping. So if you get this and you're like, it's so simple, just increase the input, lower the output so you don't blow your eardrums, and there are also some presets for that as well. Marley's upstairs. Or Marmar. I'll try to find her. All right, wrapping up giveaway 3. So giveaway 3 number that has been generated is 335. And then we'll do the 4th one right after this. Maybe I'll go find Audio Plugin Pooch. So I see 321. If you guys see, oh look, 335 right on the dot. No, I did not go. I go into Mongolia at the end of July, July 23rd through August 6th. But I'll have to leave like July 20th because it's like 58 hours of flying. Let's see if Marley's up there. Come here. We got our pooch pals. I had to bribe them though. And my desk's so high you can't even see him. Hi, Cole. Hey, Cole. Sit. 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 You know what to do. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Come here, Mar. I had to bribe them down here. Sit. Come here. Sit. Marley. There you go. Get her a little treat. I had to bribe them with the goodie. And now Cole's under my desk. Tangled up in my headphone wire. Ugh. What did you do, boy? What did you do? It's my big bruiser there. And our little sweet Princess Marley. Okay. I'm reading the chat now. Throat singers. I'm going to buy an instrument when I'm there. It's not going to be like very touristy. It's going to be like wilderness, like remote, which is what I want. I'll come back. I'll have long hair and like a castaway beard. I'll start growing it now because I'll only be gone for 2 weeks, but we'll just have a nice dramatic transformation. Amorin Kerr. I have no idea how to say that. We're gonna see eagle hunters, is what it is. So like I've like scored the documentary with these with this family and like so I feel like I've gotten to know them a little bit. If you watch the documentary, you spend time with them. So having scored it, I watched it every day for like a month, over and over and over. So I'm going to meet the same people from that documentary. And we'll stay in a place like that. Oh yeah, they eat whatever they can kill. Okay, we'll do giveaway 4. It's actually called a gur. Yeah, it is. It is. You're right, a yurt. But I heard them kept calling it a gur, so that is what the exact same word in Mongolian. So yes, exactly. We'll do giveaway 4, knock that out, and then we'll wrap up. So I've been practicing my photography, of course. Remember last time I had some photos. Some photos. I've got some pretty cool ones this time. The coolest one is like this osprey, which I just barely caught it in time when it had the fish. Look at Marley back there. Oh, you can't see her. That's her little face right there. But she's on the back of the couch. She's not on the couch part. She's on the very back. She's silly like that. She rolls around, makes her bed, and lays on the back of the couch. Oh, so this photograph, I barely caught it. Just in time. And I was photographing this osprey, and then I heard one up above screeching at it, and then I got 2 shots where it had this fish, and I didn't know it had the fish because obviously it's far away and it's flying really fast. And then I sharpened the photo a bit, and I was like, wow, that's actually really cool. And then this poor heron had a fish as well, but he dropped it. Yes, it has a fish and a twig, because there's like an osprey nest, and it went down, and it came back with a twig and a fish in its talons. Let's see. Some of these are just boring. Oh no. Where'd you go? Oh, there's me. My music was just placed on this Love Island show in Germany, so it's a German Love Island. There's the light I've been telling you about. And here's photos. I want to see like a thumbnail view though. Most of these are just in my backyard, you know? Starling, Sparrow. This is at the Nature Center though, Kingfisher. Ambient, artistic stuff. Landscape. I go fishing here and I take a little inflatable boat out. So I love just going out there and just relaxing. This is what I was photographing. They have a nest with a camera up there, so like you can go to their website and see the live what the osprey are doing. And that's the one I was trying to photograph. When the other one came with either with a fish or there's a dead fish in the nest, I don't know, but I came back up with a twig and a fish. Okay, blah blah. There's the twig and the fish again. This one had a fish and then it dropped it. And it looked really pissed off. And then just seagulls and stuff like that. With different colors. I like that one a lot. And that one. Great blue heron. Gotta love them. No, it didn't steal a fish out of another bird's nest. It was like part of the family. The way it was screeching, I think it was bringing it to the one in the nest and trying to feed it. And maybe it didn't want it and it just left. But that one was definitely the family bringing some dinner to the nest. Brian, I had some trouble with the codes for this month's freebie. Any clue? What happened? Which one? Oh, wait, what is our freebie? I could look right here. Are you talking about this one that just went up? Yeah, I didn't use Lightroom for those. Wait, maybe I did. I don't remember. I'm in Baltimore County, Maryland, USA. So this one I just actually did it as well. We transfer Livestream. I feel like I just did this. So if it doesn't work, then I'll figure it out. I forget, did we stop giveaway 3? Giveaway 4? Well, we did now. Momentarily. Be announced momentarily. final number. Let me copy and paste that. Is 451. So I saw 443, then 444. Someone's gonna be mad. Maybe even madder if there's someone closer. $4.55. 4 off. Marley's back there canoodling. Marmar, what you doing? You can come up on here too. Come on. Come up here. It's my old girl. She's getting older. It's so sad. She's doing the same thing over there. Hi, Marmar. Back of the couch, not on the actual couch part. So, that's all our winners. This is taking forever. Oh, I just copied and pasted the winner. Capital One found a coupon code. No, they didn't. Go back to my email. Which I closed. Bye, Marley. She left. She's fickle. All right. Oh, you're right. So I'm going to talk with the developer. I literally just spoke with them this morning. So you are correct. That only takes off 15. So this will be addressed immediately after the stream. Have no fear. Okay, so that's what we looked at today. I'll try out all the codes and I'll figure it out. We looked at Protagon Sick Noise. Again, Marcus goes more in depth with this on our video. We looked at Satyrus, the reverb. We looked quite a lot at the reverb, different types of reverb on different instruments, strings, vocals, acoustic guitars, plate, hall, and room. And we even compared it with Valhalla Room, one of the most popular and well-known plugins. And I think it absolutely can compete with that. Maybe even better because there's 4 different types of reverb. And then Analog Tales, we had a nice long look at that as well. When is the giveaway? They're all done. We've been doing them the whole time. I'm sorry if you missed it, but we will be back in 2 weeks with fun giveaways. Broadcaster studio disconnected, so I don't know if I'm even still here. Am I even still here? Seems like it. Yeah, Tony, we do a nice... Even when people complain about talking, that's what we do. We talk about the deals, we listen to them. I have a ton of knowledge of the music industry, and a lot of times people just ask questions, which is cool with me as well. So people ask about my workflow, about my work, all that kind of stuff, which I'm always happy to discuss, and we all help each other here. Of course, it all centers around the deals, but a lot of times we just have fun. We just chill, talk about life with a little bit of of focus deals as an excuse to have some fun and giveaways. So I'm going to head to the gym now, 4 p.m., almost 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you guys for joining, and we will be back in 2 weeks, and the videos will keep coming because we have a lot more that are already done and some really cool stuff you guys are going to like that I can't talk about and spoil it. But we'll be back, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Oh, and have a good weekend, because I forgot almost. It's the weekend. All right, thanks everyone. I'll see you next time.